Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your September 2024 general reading. We're looking at the first couple of weeks of September 2024. And this reading is for the fire sign of Leo, our lovely lions. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks so much for being here, taking the time to watch these videos. It's a great blessing to create them. You're part of that, so thank you. Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, this is for you. If you're a cross-watcher and cross-watching for Leo, this video is also for you and important and relevant. If you know any or all of your other signs, your sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any of those, watching them can also bring in additional perspective and additional views on your particular situation, so it's helpful to watch those as well. It's a general reading. May resonate a little differently for everyone. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. If something really does hit home, it really resonates with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or the reading style resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself as a gift for someone else, you can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact information by clicking on the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you either the same day or within 24 hours with more information. I offer a lot of different reading choices in all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. I try to include a little something for everyone in there, and I'm quite diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings as well. So if you're interested, email me. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, Leo, our lovely lions. Let's see what the first half of September 2024 looks like for you. We begin with the Four of Wands, community, celebration, coming together, home stability and happiness, weddings for some of you, celebration, something to celebrate on the horizon, connecting with friends and family. Knight of Wands, very quick, powerful, fast-moving action. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire, takes charge. He goes out and gets it done. Can sometimes be a little spontaneous and impulsive, so watch out for that. Somebody rushing forward into an event of some kind, a social event of some kind. Some of you might be deciding to get married quite quickly. Could be, it really all depends on what the Four of Wands is for you. It might be weddings for some, family gatherings, reunions, connecting with family and friends. You might be traveling there or wanting to rush forward into this. We have the Magician and the Five of Cups. This speaks of perhaps there's something you're holding on to from the past, but that you have the ability to overcome that. The Magician can manifest whatever he wants. Not just because the Magician, but because of the path that he or she has walked to become the Magician, starting off as an apprentice. And the Magician has a long road behind him of trial and error, experience, wisdom, resources, failure, success, and he's learned from all of that. So he's a pro now. The Magician's gotten to a place where he knows how to take, the air energy of his mind, the earth energy of his physical self, the fire energy of his passion and creativity, and the water energy of his heart and his emotions, and pair all of those together to manifest what he wants. What you have the ability to do is overcome something from the past. The Five of Cups is a card that, connotes grief, loss, regret, typically associated with the past because it's about what no longer is or what's been lost or what has been broken, But the Two of Cups, it's not the Three of Cups, because the Three of Cups are tipped over and spilled out, but this is the Five of Cups. There's still two cups upright and full. However, the person's not noticing that, which can represent things that you may not be grateful for that are in your environment because you're too busy focused on something from the past. Unmet expectations, perhaps. There may be something new coming in here. I definitely see something new coming in here. But you're going to have to let go of something in order to embrace it and move forward. kind of get out of that stuck place, but you're well able to do it. Next, we have another knight, the Knight of Swords. You've got the Knight of Air and the Knight of Fire here. Passion, action, and intellect and decisiveness. Both rushing forward very quickly, both taking charge. I mean, it's probably the same thing. Wanting to build and wanting to manifest something. With the Tower. Oh my goodness. You know, it's interesting. The first half of September, I think I've done about 2/3 of all the signs so far for the first half of September, and the Tower has shown up a fair bit. So the Tower, of course, represents major change, perhaps sudden and unexpected change, which causes, chaos and upheaval, potentially, ending something. Why? So that something new can move forward. It feels like, I think both of these knights are representing the same thing, Leo, which is an opportunity to move forward on something, albeit rather quickly. The one piece of caution that I'm getting here is be careful about rushing forward too quickly. It could really end in disaster if you're not thinking things through and planning things carefully. For some of you, there's an offer or opportunity coming in to you, perhaps rather quickly and rather suddenly and maybe rather unexpectedly. It might be to travel. It might be to go to some kind of social event. It might be a marriage proposal for some of you. Again, there's this sense of wanting to rush forward, wanting things being in motion, powerful, pretty quick motion. I think you feel stuck here in the midst of this, stuck in the past, and I'm not sure if you realize what this offer and opportunity could potentially mean for you. It could be a complete and total game changer. It feels like you're stuck on something else that hasn't worked, or that you're still waiting for it to work, or you're still waiting for it to turn out, or you still have, again, it's this sense of you're looking in the rearview mirror, and we can't, we move or stay in the direction that our attention is in. We can't look in two directions at once. The Five of Cups is your attention is in the past. Your attention is what hasn't happened yet, or what hasn't come to fruition, or what didn't work out, right? Not on the present and not on the future as well. Opportunities coming in. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Ace of Coins, or the Ace of Pentacles, the number 1 of Earth. So new beginnings and new opportunities. It might be moving, relocating, a new job, a new project, new money coming in. Let's unpack this a little bit. I'm curious to see if what that tower is actually bringing. But let's start with the Ace of Coins. Moving or relocating for some of you. Clarify the Ace of Coins. Seven of Cups, Justice, and the Ace of Swords. This is exploring the possibility and potential of what might be in a beautiful, beautiful way, but needing to make sure that you balance, your choices with what you feel is actually inherently right for you and moral and ethical. This is about needing to balance, making sure that your decisions are the decisions you make are in alignment with your belief systems, making sure that you're not compromising your morals or your ethics for a certain new job or money or a new offer, even a new love offer that's more material than anything else. This is it's about making sure that your choices align with your belief system and your morals and ethics. There's obviously a new opportunity on board here, and it really does look like a lot of you really want to rush forward into this because you see it as this as taking care of certain things or certain needs or fulfilling something for you. But because I'm seeing this need for balancing, it means that for some of you, this new offer may not be in alignment with how you believe your life should live. For example, it may be a job or work or business or money opportunity that promises, really good things in terms of material security and money and all of that kind of stuff, could even be love. And yet there's something about it that might compromise your morals and ethics, meaning you're doing it only for the material stuff. And in fact, the emotional side of it doesn't match or wouldn't fit, right? It's kind of like saying, I don't believe in doing this, or a business or company doing that, and then going to work for that same business or company, Interesting. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Cups, another knight. We've got 3 of the 4 knights here: air, fire, and now water, which is emotion. This is our love knight, the knight that charges forward, wanting to create, with love, support, encouragement. Page of Cups, a message of love, flirtation. 2 of Swords and 8 of Cups. For some of you, it might be, a romantic offer of some kind. Come live with me and be my love. Let's run away and get married. It's a tough decision because it's going to represent, it's going to mean leaving something, someone, something, perhaps even an area. It might represent needing to move and relocate as well. Again, the offer doesn't need to be love. There's kind of some indications here around home, family, love, weddings, that sort of thing. But there's also a kind of a strong theme of material and financial resources. Just make sure, again, that you're not choosing one over the other and telling yourself that it's going to be okay. This is about finding a balance, and a moral and ethical balance for some of you as well. You're going to have to leave, and you're going to have to walk away from something in order to take this. And so you need to weigh the consequences. What will you gain if you move forward on this opportunity? And also, what would you lose or have to let go of moving forward? I feel like some of you may be tempted to rush forward into it, whether it's a love offer or a work offer or something like that. Because you feel by doing this, it overwrites or overrides something negative from the past. Let's take a look at that Magician and 5 of Cups. King of Wands, that's likely you, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For some of you, it might be another fire sign that something didn't work out with, but you're still clinging to it or still having hopes about it. 5 of Wands, conflict, internal conflict, external conflict. Knight of Swords again, and the 8 of Wands. There's such energy of someone, whether it's you or the other person, wanting to just take charge and move forward on something really, really fast, very decisively and very assertively. And that's a Leo trait. But for some of you, I feel like it's somebody else coming in. It almost feels like you're looking at them literally as a knight in shining armor, or, as a fix here. Now, some of you, this is a wonderful opportunity and you're hesitant to take it because of there's moving parts to this, and you would have to close out other cycles, maybe say goodbye to people, places, situations. I'm getting a strong sense of traveling and moving and relocating here. So again, it's about kind of weighing the pros and cons, asking yourself, what's the best that can happen if I take path A? What's the worst that can happen if I take path A? What's the best and worst that could happen if I take path B? And kind of weigh them together and ask yourself, which one can I live with the most? Let's take a look at this Knight of Swords and the Tower. Just be careful not to rush forward into something because it looks good on paper, but then the actual reality of it, you might be miserable. If you have to move or live far away, it sounds very... I'm not dissing the opportunity. Some of you, it may in fact be the best opportunity, and you may in fact be hesitant to take it because you're waiting for something else to work out, which I think you've been waiting for a long time. But in either situation, I'm feeling the sense of needing to balance and make sure that the choices and decisions you make are in alignment with what you feel is right, like your moral and ethical foundation. Not just because it looks good on paper or it promises a lot of money or security, and then later you find out that emotionally it's totally not fulfilling. So, with the Knight of Swords and the Tower, we have the Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirit. It's, for some of you, it's a love partnership for sure. We have the King of Pentacles, which is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sag. It might be a third-party situation for some of you, which may be why there's such intensity, such a desire to rush, and maybe, but somebody's feeling a sense of, I don't know if this is the right thing or not. Yeah. Four of Cups and the Tower. There's an offer being made. Somebody's not sure if they want to take it because it represents an entire phase of something ending. And I think it's something that you have been lingering in or hanging on to. This is for some of you for whom this is actually a great offer. Something, it's like you've been hanging on to someone or something, like a relationship or a job that was totally unfulfilling, but that you, as time went on, became more and more invested in. You had a certain ideal or goal or set of expectations for this relationship or this job or this situation. And you keep hoping beyond hope that it's going to turn into that. And so meanwhile, there's this beautiful new offer that comes in, but it's going to represent letting go of that once and for all, because you're not going to be able to come back from this after you take this, right? If you shut the door on this cycle, this whole phase that's of, this relationship or this job, whatever it is, that's been so important to you for so long, that closes the door on it finally so that you can move forward on this brand new, albeit maybe somewhat terrifying, because you don't know, you can't see too far ahead, right? New opportunity here. And so there's a lot of kind of deep-seated fears rolling around, and I'm not really sure, and you're still connected to something or someone else, and there's a certain amount of familiar apathy about that. So, yeah. Whoever the offer or opportunity is coming from, they don't want to waste any time. Leo, they don't want to waste, I hope I didn't just say Libra. They don't want to waste any time. They want to take charge and get going right away. Let's move forward in this relationship. Let's get married or come on board in this job or this project. They want to move forward very, very, very quickly. All right, let's end with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. I don't know why I keep thinking Libra in my head. Maybe Libra is important to somebody out there. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. There's two distinctly different stories here. One set of you is about, one story for one set of you is about, there's a beautiful offer coming in, a spirit-driven offer. and it looks wonderful. You're hesitant to take it because there's still an attachment to something else that hasn't turned out well, but that you're still having some kind of, I think, unrealistic expectations of it. And Spirit is cautioning you and advising you to let go of that and move forward on this new journey, on this new adventure, in this new job, this new relationship, travel for some of you, moving and relocating for some of you, a combination of all of those. Now, for others of you, for another set of you, I'm getting a sense of caution about this beautiful new opportunity because it feels like there's a materialistic aspect of it, which is fine, right? Because we live in a world where bills have to be paid. But compromising your own morals and ethics to move forward on it simply because of that. And again, it's about striking a balance between what do I really need? How much do I really need to be happy? How much do I really need to feel fulfilled? You know, balancing the importance you put on, finding a healthy balance between the importance you put on material aspects and emotional fulfillment as well. Again, like we said in the beginning, making sure that the choices and decisions you make are in alignment with your moral and ethical foundation, that you don't compromise that to move forward on something simply because it looks really good. Consequently, for the other group of you Leos out there, be careful not to pass something by because you're still hanging on or to a lingering hope of something working out, which isn't. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Leo, those are your messages for the first half of September 2024. I hope they were helpful and useful to you. If this is something that resonated with you, if it hit home with you and you'd like to pull the curtain back and take a little bit of a deeper look, or the reading style simply resonates with you, if you're interested in a personal reading with me as a gift for someone else or for yourself, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Until then, stay well and be happy. Hope to see you back here again quite soon, and I hope to hear from some of you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.